guys are watching the Honor Show, and we're sitting here with DJ Hectik, one of the most prolific producers that are out there. He's got that authentic, real hip hop boom bap sound, and I fucking love it. So thank you for being on the show. I'm honored to have you on the Honor Show, homie.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, bro. Thank you for
Absolutely.
the invite.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Anytime. I guess we'll just get started. Tell us where you're from. Tell us where you grew up at.
Okay. Well, I'm originally from Texas. I'm from San Antonio.
Okay.
Um, and I was raised in California in LA. More specific, I was kind of raised in the South Bay, Hawthorne, Gardena, Inglewood, Lenox, around that area. I went to Hawthorne High. Currently, I live in East LA. I'm in El Monte, and I'm loving it over here. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
so it's a very good scene. It's a very cool scene. A lot of culture,
Yeah.
a lot of history here. So I'm really loving it.
Yes. Yes. That's the kind of shit I like. Is a lot of culture and a lot of different things, and it's nice to experience that type of stuff. Um, did you like school when you were growing up?
Um, you know what, bro? Yes and no,
Mhm.
because I love learning, but I don't know. I thought the school system, like, I just didn't understand it
Right.
in a way like it didn't make sense to me because the
Right.
timeline seemed off. You
Yes.
know, I thought it was too easy.
Yep.
Um, I thought, because I'm of Mexican descent,
Mhm.
and I thought that my history was not being represented. What This is when I was in high school and stuff,
Right.
and you know, I just didn't latch on to what they were teaching me because I knew there was something a little bit more to it, and I thought that there was a lot of stuff left out, so it didn't
Yeah.
catch my attention. I felt it was a bunch of lies, and I thought it was bullshit,
Yes.
and this is when I started to get into the arts, when I went to school, in the 90s. I'm a little bit older, so I graduated in 95. It was a long time ago, but it was a rough time,
Right.
and I myself did not gangbang, and a lot of my friends did,
Right.
and they kept me out of it because they knew that I was kind of into my graffiti, into hip hop, and where I lived, there was the local gangs, and
Mhm.
you had to have respect for them,
Right.
but it was not something that I ran with. So I lived in Hawthorne at the time, so I would catch the bus, the 40, and I would go all the way to Melrose. So I would go hang out in Melrose, and I discovered, record stores,
Yes.
and I don't know how. I ended up in the alley, and you just look up and you see murals everywhere, and
Yes.
it just blew my mind.
Yeah.
And I got into the graffiti scene. So every time I went to Melrose, I'll go around and I'll go, in the back of the stores, like Beat Nonstop,
Yes.
Street Sounds and DMC and Yomanda and all those record stores, Fat Beats when a little bit later on, Workers Outlet, and I would check the graph, and then I started to meet graffiti heads, and more specific CBS dudes,
Yeah.
and a lot of CBS guys are my friends, and got along with them, so I just chill and I watch them paint and I admire their work and I love it, and I got into tagging myself. Tagging is great, but you know what? I got in a lot of trouble, and
Right.
I come from a strict home, military home, so um, I got busted once, and I was like, you know what? This is not the life for me.
Right.
And I found I was trying to. I was more or less a youth trying to find this place,
Sure.
and I found it with DJing because I'm an only child and I don't have a lot. I don't have any siblings, so with DJ, and I was that kid who always loved a show and tell
Yeah.
because I did not have any brothers or sisters. So when I was in school, I would like to, show and tell. And I found that DJing was a lot like that.
Yeah.
And I started DJing when I was like 13,
Right.
14. And it got me the attention I needed, because my mom was always at work. and I was always alone. And so DJing is one of those things, along with drawing, because I can draw and stuff,
Nice.
that you can express yourself,
Yeah.
and you didn't need an audience, but with your art, an audience would gravitate towards you, and that's where I kind of got my attention from. And and back in those days, DJing was not as popular as it was now. You really had to go out there and find it. There's no YouTube, there was no computers, there
Right.
was none of that.
None.
You had to go get what you wanted, and you had to go find it, and especially hip hop, because back then hip hop has always been around, don't get me wrong, but in those days, like there was house, and there was a thing called rebels, and all kinds of different music. So there was all kinds of sub genres, and I respect them all. But like hip hop underground, well, we didn't even call it underground back then, it was just hip hop.
Right.
And they didn't even play it on Power 106 yet. It was off 1580 K days, so it wasn't mainstream. And
Right.
if you wanted to hear it, you'd have to listen to the Joint, or the Wake Up Show, or Friday Night Flavors. And I was younger. I was 15, so I wasn't really running the streets. So like I had to go to the record store, and that's where I would listen to it. That's where I would find it. And you had to go out there and get it. You'd have to go out. You listen to the radio with a little pen and a paper, and you'd hopefully catch
Yeah.
the name of it or a group of it,
Right.
and then you figure something out, and then you go to the record store, and you go get it.
Right.
It was
Right.
different back then. It was kind of cool, man.
Right. I don't think a lot of these guys understand what it was like for us because I would have graduated in like 2001. I was born in 82. So I remember cassette tapes and then getting to CDs and actually going to like Sam Goody and different record stores and
Yeah,
buying tapes and CDs and being like, and I still, if I can, like to buy actual hard copy CDs and stuff because I like, to me, I don't own it unless I got a physical piece of it. But, but
it was fun. It was
right.
like what are those little things where you go, like a treasure hunt type of
Yeah.
thing? And I would go and I'll try to find some Souls of Mischief, or any KRS record that I can find, or
Yes,
any,
the teacher.
J. Rue the Damager, or something by Nas, and hopefully I'll find a white label of something, or something doesn't even have a cover. I'm like, let me get this. I don't even know what it is. Sometimes it was whack, sometimes it was a gem, and I'm like, but that was the fun thing, man. I can go through all my records, and I can tell you where I was and what I was doing that day when I found it, and that's the connection I have with vinyl. You know, and don't get me wrong, I love Serato. Serato's dope, and the digital keyboard. I mean, the turntables, they're dope.
Right.
But I just like techniques, and I still have them,
Yes.
and I still have the turntables when I first bought them when I was a teenager.
That,
They last that long.
yes. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. That's dope. I see you have a lot of passion about what you do, and that's awesome. And that helps make your music be so good as you put your heart and soul in it. And that's the kind of rap that I gravitate towards. Um, who are some of your early musical influences growing up? Like, who did you like to listen to a lot of?
Straight up Wu Tang.
Yeah.
Wu Tang, Souls of Mischief, Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, Hobo Junction.
Yes.
Uh, all those guys, man. Freestyle Fellowship.
Yes.
Um, I mean, the Alcoholics. And now, fast forward to today, till today,
Mhm.
I'm working with them.
Yes.
You know, and it's a trip, because you know, picture your favorite artist, and you listen to them, and you're like, man, I wish I could do a track with them.
Right. Right.
And then it really happens.
Right.
Right now, thank God, all glory to God. Like, that's my position in life right now.
Yes.
Um, this Saturday just passed, I had the honor and the privilege to DJ for the Mexicans at the Psycho Realm powwow. It
Yes.
was surreal, brother. It was surreal,
Oh.
because I remember when I first got the Mexicans tape,
Right.
we bumped that tape, and I said tape, it was a cassette.
Yes.
We bumped that every day for 2 summers.
Yes.
and I'm still playing it in my car, but now I'm playing it on stage, front and center, for them to rap over it. It
Yes.
I still can't wrap my mind about it. You know, a lot of artists, you know, I don't think that they I don't know. I think they take it for granted, man. And when I work with Sin, like I try not to fan out and shit like that, but I'm like, damn, Simple really calls me on a daily basis. It still trips me out, bro. Like we're like brothers, bro. Like I know his kids, he knows my kids, I know his mom, and
Yes. That's
we're like
dope.
fam, bro. But I still trip out. You know why, bro? Because I love hip hop, and I'm grateful for the position that I have been given because I've always wanted to do this, man,
Yes.
and I'm getting to do it, man. I did a track with Killer Priest and Planet Asia. I had them on one track, and I worked with Micah Nine. I mean, you name it, I probably worked with them, dude. I just did a track with Tash from the Licks. I did a track with
Yeah.
J Ro. I just did a show last month in Arizona with Tash. You know, he's always staying at my pad.
Yeah.
Um, it's fucking crazy. It's surreal, dude. Like, um, because you know what? I don't just listen to hip hop. Like, I live it, bro.
You
You
live
know,
it.
I live it,
You
and
breathe
that's
it.
because it's my life, and I've done it too long just to like turn my back on it. I'm like, man, I've been doing this for like 30 years plus,
You're a
and
pioneer.
um, I don't have any intentions of slowing down. In fact, I love it so much. My son, who's 8 years old, has been in 8 or 9 of my videos.
Yes. Yes.
He knows he knows Killer Priest. He knows
Yes.
um Simple. Like
Yeah.
but to him it's nothing.
Right.
But it's like, hey, I'm passing it down to him. You know, like I have him painting with CBS. He's always chilling with Sloke
Nice.
from Austin. You know, and he's painted with. And he grabs the can and he's painted with Dispel.
Yes. Yeah.
So like, I have him in a video throwing up the Wu Tang eagle with
Nice.
Killer Priest.
Yes. Yes.
So it's like,
Woo.
it's my life, man. It's my life. It's not something that, all right, I'm gonna put on my hat and a backpack. Okay, now I'm hip hop. Nah,
Right.
bro. Like I really live this.
Right. That's awesome. I love that. I love that. That's awesome. I keep up that passion, man. It shows and it really comes through in your music. How did you come
Thank you.
up with the name DJ Hectic? How did that come about?
You know, I love when people ask me that, man. I know that there's a lot of hectics out there right now, but when I came up with hectic, it was in 1994,
Mhm.
and it was the day of the North Hollywood shootout. There was a big event that happened in California. It was a big bank robbery. It was in North Hollywood. It's a very famous thing. Um, and I just remember because it was the night of a Unity, and that was a concert that used to happen on the monthly basis. And I still remember it was Redman and Method Man,
Yes.
and Jurassic 5 was there.
Yes.
And I remember the freeway that we had to take, it was the 405. And I just remember the lady saying, if you're going to get on the 405, uh, you know, take your time because the traffic is going to be hectic. And at the time, I was looking for names
Mhm.
because I didn't have a name. I was just practicing back then and doing my thing. And I grabbed the dictionary because remember, there was no Google, there was no computer, none of that stuff. I
None.
looked in the dictionary and I loved what it stand for, and that was like my style. It meant like chaotic, um, order out of chaos. It just meant busy. It meant
Yes.
fast moving, fast paced, quick. And I was like, you know what? That's exactly my style. And
Yeah.
I said it a couple times, and I'm like, yep, and I spell it with the K because I like tagging and you
Right.
know in hip hop always kind of like misspelling shit
Right.
just to be cool. So I put the K on it.
Yes. Yes.
So that's how I came up with Hectic.
Yes, I love it. See, that's why I love doing these interviews with the artists that I love to listen to and getting these origin stories and getting to know, where the artist and everything about a lot of stuff about you and everything. I love that. And nowadays, a lot of people, it seems like they're making a lot of generic beats, but you stick to the authentic hip hop, boom bap, old school sound. What gives you the drive to keep, keeping it authentic like that?
Thank you for observing that, man. That lets me know that you are listening to it, and that means a lot to me. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Um, you know, because it's hip hop always pushes the envelope. If To me, when I think of hip hop, um, I think of new, fresh, original. Um, Not being inside the box that everybody's in. That's what gives you your style. That's what makes you dope. Just being different. So
Right,
don't get me wrong. I can sit at the board and I can bang out the new beats. I can do those. Those are easy to me.
right,
Um, but and I'm not one of those dudes where like the younger crowd is saying an old head because I know they say that. I know it's a thing. Um, the way I look at it is like that's what I love. That's what makes me just, bang my head because the new stuff is dope. There's some new stuff that I like. I'm not going to be a hater. There is some
right,
new stuff, but it's very like I have to,
right,
go through it. I'm not going to like all of it, but there is some new stuff I like. But it's just, I feel that with the older sound, it has a heartbeat because it's a little bit faster. I like going around between 90 and 95 BPM. Right now, I've been recording at like between 92 and 93. It's a little slower. New hip hop is about 60, between 60 and 70. That's a little slow for me.
right,
And, but I understand because they're selling records and that's what they're doing to make their money.
right,
But to me, it's like hip hop's in a really hard place right now,
right.
and I think I'll just say it. The people that aren't really hip hop, they're like posers.
Right,
Um, they're just using it to make money, and they don't know anything about it.
right,
To me, that's a fucking poser,
right,
and I think they're just using it to make their money, and they're saturating the market and the industry, and it's not fun.
right,
So I told myself, yo, I'm not a numbers guy, and I would never throw out numbers like that, you know. But I have invested an incredible amount of money,
right,
and I said to myself, "Yo, if I'm gonna invest my own money, and if I'm gonna make that um, take that risk because it is my money,
right.
um, I'm gonna make what I like.
Yes,
I'm gonna make what I love,
yeah,
and I'm gonna do it the way I want because the way I see it." Um, Everybody's a hater right now, dude.
right,
Everybody has a very strong opinion, and it's either what they like, and if it's not, uh, forget about it.
right,
So I'm just gonna be like, yo, the way I see it is they're gonna hate the shit anyway, so I'm gonna do what I love. And if they don't like it, fine. Nobody likes shit anyway, so I'm gonna do what I like. And that's why when you hear my music, each time you hear a song, it's something that I personally love, and I don't put it out just to put it out. Like I have a very high standard,
yeah,
super high standard, because of the people that I grew up with and the people that I was around and just that hip hop standard, that b boy fresh. I'm gonna make sure it's gonna be better than what you heard last, and better what you're gonna hear next. And
yes,
I'm not battling anybody because I've already battled. I'm battling myself. So if I think it's dope enough to put my name on it and put it out, then yeah, when you hear it, it's because I loved it first.
yes, yes. I love that. That is passion, brother. I love it. Tell me
Thank
what
you.
what has hip hop done positive for you in your life?
Oh man, it kept me alive.
Yes,
Um, stopped me from doing shit I'm not supposed to do.
yes,
Um, you know, it made me want to be a better person.
yes,
when I was down and out, it made me think of like, yo, what the fuck am I doing? This not me. This is hip hop, man. Get yourself up. You know,
Yes.
made me believe in myself again, bro. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Yes.
And now I'll tell you one thing. The best thing I could tell you without getting into negative shit, because you said the positive. I'm gonna tell you the best way I can. My reality surpassed my dreams.
Yes.
Let me say that one more time.
Yes.
My reality has surpassed my dreams.
Yes. Yes.
So
That's dope.
now I'm chilling with Sick Jack and I'm chilling with Funk Dubious,
Right.
and they're giving me my props.
Yes.
I'm chilling with the Mexicans. They're putting me on. I'm
Yes.
getting my props from IMAT and from Simple. Chilling with the licks,
Yes.
and they're all co-signing me, bro. Like I never thought in a million years, because you know what? I didn't grow up in the industry. I didn't know anybody, so
Mm.
I'm doing all this organically,
Right.
and I'm here, and I'm here now.
Right. You built
So
it.
that's what hip hop has done for me. I built it. I got myself up to now where I got the attention of the people that I was going after.
Yes. Congratulations on all that, man. That's so awesome to
Thank you,
hear.
man.
I love seeing somebody do something that they love and being able to see it come to fruition and get their flowers while
Yeah,
they're here and not when they're it's too late and they can't be here to enjoy any of the accolades that come with it. Like that's why I want to do the show. I call it the honor show because I want to bring honor to the guys that are making the real hip hop and give them their flowers while they're here and bring honor to hip hop by honoring the guys like you that are making the real hip hop. So that's why I
that's
wanted to
dope,
do all
man.
this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's so dope.
absolutely. You're welcome. What are some of your ongoing goals as an artist?
Well, right now, I give myself short-term goals and long-term goals. Um, so right now, my short-term goal is I'm working on Simple's EP, which is a huge honor because he's one of my favorite artists.
Yes.
Truly talented, man. Truly talented. He doesn't have to give me the time of day. He really doesn't. Um, but he decided to trust me to get it done. And so far, we have Cash, we have Rascas. Our next upcoming project is going to be with Crooked Eye.
Yeah.
Um, and then we're gonna we have a couple more surprises, and then we're gonna finish it off with Sick Jackin'.
Yes.
So and then I myself, I'm not putting that out on Spotify or any of those uh, I'm not doing that no more.
Right.
Um, because you know what? No disrespect to any artist who has. I totally respect everybody. But in my experience, I find that it does not work for me.
Sure.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a website, and
Yes.
if you want the album, it's gonna be dope. You're gonna have to get it from me, and I'm kind of gonna take it back to when I used to make mixtape cassettes.
Yes.
If you have one of my mixtapes, then you got it from me. So I'm gonna get a website established, and I'm gonna print up vinyl, and you're gonna have to purchase it from me. So you got it straight from the source and not
Yes.
from some distrocade or whatever. Those things are great. I just don't believe them anymore.
Right.
So if I'm gonna hustle it up 100% independent, it's gonna be from me, by me, and only me, and
Yeah.
straight from me. No, none of that stuff. I don't believe in it anymore.
Yes. I see a lot of independent artists going this route now, and not a lot. I see actually a few of them starting to figure it out. Like, hey, this is the way to go. And so I'm glad to see that you're doing that. I will definitely buy that album when it drops. I definitely want one. If there's any way to get you to autograph that motherfucker before you send it, I'd love it. I'd pay a little extra for that. That'd be dope.
We'll get
So
you the one signed by Simple himself.
yes. Hell yeah. Man, that'd be dope. Um,
Yeah, and that's my short term goal. Um, my long term goal is that I eventually want to have like my own studio, not just to record, but I also do video. So I want like a whole production, like type of compound
Yeah.
where I can have my own spot, and I want to be producing other people's. Right now, I don't want to produce albums. Right now, I'm in EP mode, so I want to just. That's my long term goal. After I kind of set the standard and the precedent with
Mhm.
Simples, and just put out more EPs. 5 or 6 songs,
Yeah.
and I just kind of want to be that guy. That's my long term goal, and I think I'll get it done.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I know you'll get it done because I've seen what you do already and it's phenomenal. Like I haven't heard a track yet where it hasn't caught my ear where I've been like, yes, this is the kind of shit I want to listen to. Even if some of it's where I
Thank you,
don't
man.
understand, like I don't know Spanish and I know on some of the songs there's Spanish. I don't care. It all sounds great. I love it. I'm still over there banging my head doing it because it sounds awesome. There isn't any of it I
Hey,
haven't
let me
heard.
know. I'll be happy to translate. Simple is um, when he raps in Spanish, man. Let me just tell you, it is, and everything we do in studio, there's no cutting, there's no editing.
Right.
Like one person send me a verse, we do it. Everybody is live in studio.
Yeah.
That's why the vibe is like that. So while Sinful's waiting, Tash is in the booth. While
Yes.
Simple's in the booth, Tash is waiting.
Yeah.
And I'm watching everybody's just vibing together. That's why it does sound like that. And to watch them is a real treat for me. That's like, um, because that's the thing that nobody gets to see,
Right.
and I love to see it, man. I just love being there. It's fucking exciting. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if I can cuss on the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. Go
Um,
for it.
like it's an absolute rush because it's like, holy shit, I'm gonna go see Tash in the booth, or I'm gonna see
Right.
Simple go fucking rip it, and then Rascats is next, and you're watching them, and you're just like, dude, and sometimes I kind of play with them, dude, like with the Tash and Sim project, um, he was like, hey, Tash was like, what's Simple gonna talk about? And I was like, I don't know, man, but it's gonna be fucking dope. And he said to get your pen ready. And then Simple was like, hey, what's Tash gonna talk about? I
Right.
don't know, but I talked to him the other day and he was going off.
Yeah.
So I kind of play around, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's friendly. It's no, it's just some friendly competition. You know how it is. And
Mhm.
I kind of instigate a little. But
Right.
day of, man, to see legends, it's pretty fucking crazy. And then you know, a Simple is a perfectionist, man. He will say it correctly and how you're supposed to say it, and he gets every little word like perfect. And when you see that, that kind of thing sticks to you. So then when you do your next project, you're like, it's got to be like that, man. You know what I
Right.
mean? So you learn, and if you're not learning from that, like, man, like you're really not taking advantage of the full experience, because it's so much more than just watching them. It's a learning experience. It's pretty freaking cool,
Yeah.
I have to say, man, and I'm really looking forward to the next one. We got Crooked Eye, and that pushes me because I what I do when I'm listening to an artist is I'll actually listen to their music,
Right.
kind of like you when you're interviewing people, you go check them out and stuff. I'll listen to like 10 to 12 songs and kind of get in their mind frame a little bit, kind of get into their style. And then once I have it in my head, I'll listen to their music for like a whole month, but won't listen to anything else but that artist's music.
Yes.
And then I'll sit at the boards and I have their head, like I have their music, their voice in my head, and I can already hear their voice over the beat. That's why it sounds like that. And I'll make like, I don't know, 10 to 20 beats, and I'll sit down with Sin, and Sin will be like, that's the one.
Yeah.
And each time it's like, this is what I heard you guys rapping to, and it's been my formula, and it's been working. and that's what I do.
Hell yeah. Yes. That's awesome. I like that you said too that you don't send in edits and stuff. You guys all actually get in there live together and put it together. Because I was gonna ask, what's the atmosphere like when you're working with Sinful or Big Herc the Terrible or Mike Bless, and you guys are making a video or producing. I mean, what it's gotta feel crazy.
Well, I'm always referencing Sin right now because that's the only artist that I'm working with right now.
Sure.
Before, what I did was I was just working with everybody,
Hmm.
and I was just, man, for like what was it, like 2000, between 2020 and 22, I was doing like 1 or 2 videos a month.
Wow.
I was a machine, bro.
Yes.
I did 17 videos in less than 2 years. It was
Wow.
1 or 2 a month. One time it was even 2 videos a day. Like I was just going at it. Um, but now I decided to slow down
Mm,
and kind of just work with one artist only.
sure.
And my thing is like how it is to first with that caliber of MC, like Simple. Um, he's a living legend. The Mexicans are like, I mean, they're OG group. So one, have to be extremely organized.
Right.
Two, um, you put it in a way where they don't have to ask no questions. Everything is laid out. I got A, B, C, and D,
Yes.
and then they're like, okay, you make it so easy for them where they just show up and they do their artist stuff. No questions asked. Everything is already done. So I'll have the beat already laid out. I'll have my budget laid aside. We'll have the studio taken care of. Then I'll have the video location taken care of. Everything in place, and I have all the ideas, and I have everything. So this way, when I present my idea, everything he just says, okay.
Right.
So it's just more than just making the beat. Like once I make the beat, then I'm making preparations for the studio. Once I'm making the preparations for the studio, then I'm making preparations for the video, and on. So this way, you pitch the idea, and he says yes. All right, bet. So you just make it very, very organized and very, because they're artists.
Right.
Man, he's working with me. He's working with other people. I just want to get him in, get him out, so he can go to on to the next one, and then
Right.
boom, cycle round, come around next back to me when it's my turn again, and boom, we'll do
Yes.
it again.
Yes.
Yeah. So at this time and point, I still get the butterflies. If you want to know how I feel, it's like you're on a roller coaster at Magic Mountain or something, because it's still brand new every time because I love this shit, and I still get butterflies when I'm driving on the way to the studio because I can't believe what the fuck I'm about to do. You know what I mean? It's
Yes.
still like, man,
I love it.
fucking awesome.
I love it.
It's fucking dope.
That's how I feel in these
But you
interviews
got to
and shit.
be, you know, you know
Right.
what I mean, and you just got to be organized, bro. It's like you're fucking with the big dogs. You're in the big leagues, so act according. Nobody's holding nobody's hands.
Right.
If you're gonna be the producer, be that man.
Yes.
And when the artist asks you a question, have the answers. Not a lot of talk, not a lot of chit chat. They ask you a question, give them the answer, keep it moving. Let's go.
Right. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So this way you get into the studio, 2 hours, boom, done. On to the next one, wrap it up. Let's go.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they can go do their thing with someone else,
That is a great
or go back to their families. You
right.
know what I mean? Like, yeah, like you don't take too much time. They're already giving you that. So, hey, do the return the favor and get it done quickly.
Right. Yes, because a lot of artists they don't work it. They don't just punch a time card in and out. It's like, but if you have it all set up organically for them, where
Hmm.
they can just go in and do their thing, like you said, and it's all taken care of, then they can go in there, like you said, just be the artist and do their thing. That's dope.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
pays off because I know in all of your songs and in your videos, it's all dope. It's do you direct the videos too?
I do.
Yes.
Right now, like I make the beat,
Mhm.
organize all that stuff the best to my ability, and I do direct the videos and I shoot the videos and edit myself now. Before I was working with my brother Big Bo Visuals. He also has an arcade called Extraordinaire Arcade out there in Riverside. Really dope spot if you want to go check out a retro and new arcade. He shot 17 of my videos, but he opened the arcade, the Extraordinaire Cafe arcade. But I learned so much from him, and I didn't want to work with anybody else, and I didn't trust anybody else. So I picked up some cameras and I did it myself. And the Big Herc video is the first video that I shot by myself and
Yeah,
directed on my own.
it
It
looks
was a
great,
learning
dude.
process, but now I don't shoot videos out in the street, and no disrespect who does to people who do, but like I mentioned before, I have a high standard, so I go to studios and I rent studios, and that's why my videos look like that.
Yes. Well, they all look dope, man. You do an awesome job of doing all of that. It's all got its own flair to it and its own style, and each song is different. It's effing phenomenal. I love it. Um, like
Thank
when
you for noticing that, man.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the type of that's why I wanted to pick you to be on here because it's I feel like that's the real authentic hip hop, and like like I said, I haven't heard a song yet where I thought it was lacking in any way, shape, or form. So it's congratulations on everything in your catalog. Um,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome, brother. Um, when you were learning how to DJ and stuff and learning the mechanics of it, is it was it all self-taught or did you have any mentors that showed you any ropes or
You know what? I'd love to answer that question. Let me just throw one thing in there, if
Mhm,
I may,
mhm,
and then I'll get to that. I'll make it brief.
sure.
When you do see my videos,
Mhm,
like I mentioned, I'm really into the underground boom bap. Kind of like that grimy Wu Tang shit.
yeah,
Um, but because when we talk, like I'm humble, I remain humble. But when you get me behind that camera,
yeah,
or get me on my beat, or get me behind the turntables, I am gonna be that cocky DJ Hectic,
yes,
because that's b-boy, that's hip
right,
hop style.
yes,
So, but I'm really flashy. I got the grill. I got gold. Whatever. It's my hip hop fun. That's how I like
yeah,
it. It's that image, that b boy image. Um, but that's why my videos look like that, because I want to take a mixture of that mainstream and that kind of like what you see on movies,
yeah,
but bring it to the underground.
yes,
That's where I'm at.
yeah,
So that's why you'll see us chilling in a mansion. And we're really in a fucking mansion
yeah,
with models,
yes,
because that's what I like, like that's what I always wanted to do in a video, and now I have the opportunity to do it. That's why they look like that, because I wanted the underground to have more than just walking in front of a mural, or more than just walking around LA. I love LA, but everybody's doing it. So I want to do something a little different. So yeah, I'll be chilling in a big ass mansion, you know, or I'll be chilling on a fucking boat,
yes,
because I just wanted the underground to be like what you see in the mainstream, but it's still underground,
right. But with the real,
which leads me, yeah, that real shit.
yeah,
But hey, we can do that too.
right,
You feel me?
yeah,
You know, um, I'll get to my upcoming video. Just remember I said that with Rascast.
yeah,
Um, but the answer to your question, is my style authentic? Is it self taught? Yeah, it was self taught. Um, I had to buy my own records, and I did, because I started working when I was like 13, 14. And my first turntable, I bought them with my own money.
yes,
Started working, and I didn't. It took me like 6 months to save up enough for one turntable. Bought another turntable. Like 6 months later, it took me forever,
yes.
because back then, and I
Put
bought
in a lot of
records.
work getting them and shit. It was you were proud to get them.
yeah, man. And then I had to learn how to put the thing together.
Right,
Learn that on my own was not easy because now you have powered speakers, but back then you had to have an amp and this and that, and
right.
it was a puzzle, dude.
Wow.
And then the needles, and I was like, "Fuck, man, what else do I need to this shit?" And then then I got my records, and then I had to piece that together. And all right, fine, I got the thing to work, and it's making noises. And yeah, I learned how to mix on my own, and I learned how to mix and scratch on my own. And back
Wow.
then, I would get a lot of DMC VHS tapes,
Mhm.
and and I would watch Qbert, or I would watch Rectangle, DJ Rectangle,
Yes.
or I would watch on the videos, and I would watch what they're doing with the fader. I'm like, fuck, how they doing that? Like,
Right.
and then beat juggling and stuff. And I would watch that shit for the whole weekend, and then on Sunday try it myself.
Yes.
And I would listen to the Wake Up Show and listen to DJ Revolution, and I would listen and I would tape it on a cassette, and I would listen to it over and over and over and over, how to do one little segment, how to do a scratch, or how to do it, like how did he do that, or what part of the song did he bring the other song.
Right.
So all that was by ear. All
Wow.
and I watched the VHS, and it was blurry, and after a while it got all staticky, and I watched it till the shit popped.
Wow.
And um and so, was it self-taught? Yeah, man. There was
Wow.
no tutorials, and
Right.
there was not a lot of DJs. And if there were, they weren't playing my genre of music. They were doing house. They were doing something else, and they weren't doing scratching. They weren't battling. I was a battle DJ. I still am. I'm being a battle on January 14th. Um,
Yes.
but like, if you wanted to learn it, you had to teach yourself. There was no other way. There was no other way.
Wow. That's incredible to me to
Yeah.
be able to just learn something like that. And dude, some of the scratching I heard you do on some of them songs, it blew my head off. I loved it. I was like, man, you must break
Thank you.
more needles than junkies and scratching. Or
Dude, I've
not
been through
breaking,
a
but
lot of
going through.
needles, dude.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, man. I've been through a lot of needles, dude. Especially when I was new at it, dude. I
Right.
was going through them like every 6 months, dude.
Yes. Yes. But that's just loving it, getting into it and you practicing and you go through them. What do you do? But yeah, that's
Get more.
awesome.
Get more.
Right? Exactly. Get more. Um, do you have any advice for like any young people wanting to come up and maybe get into, DJing or into the music industry, into hip hop?
You know what? My best advice for the youngsters, um, you know, find a genre that you're gonna stick to, and that you're gonna apply yourself to. I've seen DJs fade in and fade out because they were always chasing the trend or what's popular. And what happens is, when that's no longer popular, then you change into something else.
Right.
And when you're dealing with, to me, like, DJing is pure to me.
Yeah.
So when you're working with, you come across someone like me, you know, I'm gonna look at you like, this guy, he ain't gonna be around for a couple of years because he's just chasing the popular trends.
Right.
Don't do that. Because, like I mentioned, there is house. I like house music. I like that kind of stuff, but that's not my genre.
Right.
I mean, I'll play it. I'll love it. I have like a couple crates of house music, but if I was gonna be put on a flyer, um, you're not gonna find me at those house parties.
Right.
I'll come through and I'll wreck shop. I'll do it because I know it.
Right.
But um, play the music that you love.
Yeah.
Don't play the music everybody else loves, because then you're just doing it for everybody else. And you know what? You're never going to please everybody. You just won't. The world's too big.
Right.
It'll be impossible.
Right.
Do the stuff that you love, because that's what you're going to be good at. and perfect that shit, and then perfect your craft. You don't have to scratch, but if you want to, find the best and copy them.
Yes.
Um, and if you just want to mix, okay, mix and find the best people that learn how to mix, that mix, copy what they do, and just learn just put your whole fucking heart into it
Yeah.
and do the stuff you love, because if you love it, that's gonna radiate, and
Yes.
that's a DJ,
Yeah.
because you're the DJ, you're the one picking the music. That's why people are coming to you. Be the DJ that you want to see at a club. Be that guy.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
like look at yourself like in the mirror, like, hey, would I pay money? Would I leave my house, go buy a brand new fit, get my girlfriend ready, and pay all this money to look fresh to go see this guy mix? Would I be that person?
Right.
Be that fucking person that you're gonna get off your ass and go see, like, oh hell yeah, DJ so and so is playing, I'm gonna go.
Yes.
Be that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Be that guy.
Yes.
Be
That's dope.
yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Then people are gonna come and see you like, damn, this motherfucker, he's badass. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. That's dope. That's some of the best advice I've ever heard. And it's true. If people are just chasing trends, those trends are going to end. And then what? Just keep chasing another one. Then they're never anything original, but just do you. If nobody else is going to do it better, you can only be you. So that's the best way to do it. And like you said, that shit radiates off you. That's what brought me onto your music, is that shit radiated, like how much you love the music radiated through how you made it. So
Yeah.
it pays off in the end. Um,
Be original, be original, and don't be afraid to be original, and
right,
don't be afraid to be like, to hear people, 'cause some people are gonna say, I don't like it. That's fine. Then that just means it's not for you.
right,
And it's okay. It's okay not to like it. It people are not gonna like everybody's not gonna like your stuff. But if you love it, if you really love it, that that's what it is. Because if you love it enough to play it, and you can handle someone saying, I don't like it, okay,
right,
you don't have to like it.
right.
It's not for you.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Exactly. You can't please everybody. You can look at the most famous rapper out there and look at the comments under there, and you'll see a million people just straight talking trash under it every song. So and then to the million people that like it. So there's always gonna be people that
And
don't like it.
and you know what? Let me add to that. If you're a brand new producer or a brand new DJ or rapper or a brand new artist, you're just trying to find your place like I did once.
Sure.
Be ready to hear like people say mean shit. Like
Right.
people are mean because they fucking hate you because you're good,
Yeah.
or they just want to see somebody hurt. Um, be able to take that because it comes along with the territory. And there's songs that I absolutely fucking love, and somebody will hear and say, mm-mm. And be ready for that
Right.
because it comes with the territory. So develop a thick skin. Just say, okay, moving on. Save it for yourself. Just because that one person didn't like it, some other guy is gonna crack their neck to it. Like, yeah, that's the shit.
Right.
Be ready for that and accept it and say, what you could say is, all right, what didn't you like about it? So I know when I make my next thing, I know not to do that. Um, be ready to hear that shit because it's not always going to be supportive, and sometimes that's a criticism can make you better,
Yeah.
and be ready for that because um, you can be in love with the song and somebody will break your heart and say it fucking sucks. Just
Right.
say, oh, I'm sorry you didn't like it. I have more shit.
Right.
You know, so just develop a thick skin because that will help you. You
Absolutely.
know, become fucking hard in the studio, and always remember this. And we can move on to the next topic. Always remember this in the studio. There is no fucking emotions. So if someone doesn't like it, you don't break the vibe and be like, "Oh, I fucking loved it." Then that guy's gonna be like, "Dude, I'm your artist. I don't like it." Move on, bro.
Right.
Make like 10, have like 10 beats. You
Yes.
know, so if they say they don't like it, oh, okay, I got this. Oh, okay, I got this.
Right.
And be willing to, okay, well, let's work on something together that we can vibe on. So then the track is dope.
Yes.
Be ready for that shit because when you hit the studio, you'll you will encounter that the first time you press play, and they get that look in their eye, like their head's gonna move like that too, like you know. So just get ready for that because nobody tells you that shit.
Right. Right. And that's great advice
Nobody
too.
tells.
'Cause like you said, have a bunch ready because they might just not vibe to one song. They might just, what do you do? And that's cool. It sounds like
Yeah,
you have something ready for each thing, or like you said, build something together that will work. You sound like a good problem solver. Um,
yeah, because when you go into a restaurant, they don't just have one thing on the menu. They have a whole bunch of stuff. Be the menu that
yeah,
people want to look at.
yes, I love that. Um, what did you think since I know you love Wu Tang, what did you think of the Requan Strictly Built for Cuban Links album?
Um, fuck, man, I still play it every day.
Yes,
um,
yes.
I mean, I love it. I had the purple tape. Um, you know,
I wish I
I
could do that.
bought a Cuban Link because of that album.
Yes,
Um, in my mind, I dress like I'm Ghostface,
yeah,
and I act like I'm Raekwon, and my whole style is Method Man,
yes,
and the way I think is like the RZA,
yeah.
and sometimes when I drink, I turn into ODB. But when I'm walking around and I'm just being fresh, I'm Nas.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And excuse me 1 second, let me get it up.
yeah. No problem, brother.
Um, like I try to be like I try to be like Ghostface because I'm real flashy like that, and that's why I'm flashy because I got my Clarks, I got I got my Nikes.
Yes,
I'm ready to rock his this whole summer with that blue and cream.
yes.
Like that's my whole steez, man. That's my whole stilo. um, dude, I recently bought a Lexus GS 300.
Yes.
And I put the top down because I got the little, and I have a gold front because I'm on my Tony Stark shit. I'm on my Ghostface shit. That's
Yeah,
my whole repertoire, dude.
I love it. Yes,
Dude, like I embody that, dude.
yes, yes. I love it. That was great. Do you have anything you want to add that you want the fans to know at all?
Um, just that I appreciate you.
Thank
I
you.
I'm not very accessible. I make my presence known when I want to. I just want to people. I want to let people know that because and the reason why is not because I'm cocky or something like that. No, not at all. It's just that I'm really busy working and
Right.
I'm doing this for the fans and I'm in the studio. When you see me, like that ghost face shit. Sometimes I have a little screw face, but I'm fucking around.
Yeah.
And maybe when people see me, they might not think I'm too friendly, but dude, I'm super friendly. I'm very approachable. So if you see me on my page, sometimes I might come across aggressive but that's that b-boy hip hop fresh. You can't be no softy in this field.
No.
But I just want people to let people know that hey, if you have a question, I'll be happy to help you out. If you have a question about DJing, I'll help you out, bro. I was a teacher at UCLA. I taught my own DJ class for 15 years, and I used to be
Wow.
at the Jam Master J Scratch Academy. So if there's a up and
Woo.
newcomer or there's somebody they don't know something, hit me up. I encourage you to hit me up, and I will help you. Um, I'll work with people's budgets. I do like to sell beats. I do charge for videos, but guarantee you're gonna get an original, and you're gonna get top notch work. So if you feel that if anybody out there feels that they have a question for me, hit me up. You can hit me up on my Instagram. I don't do Facebook. I just do Instagram and YouTube. So hit me up there. You have a question for me? I'm very polite. I'm very respectful. I'm very humble. If you come to me with a question, I will answer it. Happily with the best of my ability. And if it's something that I can't have an answer for, I will get you an answer. You know, because
Oh
I
yeah.
feel my whole mentality and my whole vibe is each one teach one. And if you're not doing that, if you're in hip hop, if you're not helping to teach, then you're not helping anybody.
Yes.
So I encourage if anybody wants to hit me up and just want to shoot the shit, ask me some hip hop questions, and I also help dads that need help, with child support and stuff like that. I can help you because I recently went through that. So, I'm very approachable and I'm on that vibe. So if you have a question or you just say, oh, Hectic, what you working on? Hit me up.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely gonna put you down in the description. I'm gonna put your Instagram and your YouTube and everything so people can just go right, click right from here, right to your page and everything. So that way they can
Thank
everybody
you.
go follow DJ Hectic. Go follow his Instagram, go follow his YouTube, and buy his albums when they come out. I'm going to. I'll be doing reviews on them, and I will do some reviews on some of your songs too that are already out.
Please do.
I've just been busy and shit, but yeah, I've definitely got it. I mean, like I said, I've loved all of it. It's all
Thank you, brother.
top tier, grade A, real authentic hip hop, and I love it. And it's
And, and you know what? Like, I really, that means so much to me, bro. You don't understand. And for your reaction, just to see you happy with a smile on my face from something that I did is exactly why I do this shit. Because yeah, I make money with it and I want to make money with it, but
right.
money comes and goes, bro. But that reaction on your face is real as my music is, and that's exactly why I fucking do this for the other hip hop heads who love hip hop because that's what I'm working for, man. And that's a lot of hard work to make someone like I'm looking at you excited, and that's what I work for, and that's what I live for. So
Yes.
please do drop me a comment. Let me know. We can chop it up in the comments. Like I would love to hear people's reaction. I absolutely love it, and that's what I do it for.
Yes. Woo! I love that. That's a perfect and that like I said, you can tell by listening to this shit that you make that dude. From the videos that you direct to the beats that you make, everything is so well put together. You can tell that it's something you love and that you do it for the love of hip hop. And that's what's so great about it. And that's why I wanted to have you on
Man,
here. I knew you must love hip hop how I love it. And dude, it's totally been an honor having you on the honor show. Thank you. Thank you so much.
yes, sir. Thank you for having me on, man. And let this not be the last time.
Yeah,
Let me come back when I have
absolutely.
the Simple EP ready, and maybe we can listen to it on your show.
Yeah, hell yeah. That would be an honor, dude. And you always got an open platform on my show anytime you want, brother. Always.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
just for the heads out there, for you, be on the lookout because I do have a video I'm about to drop. It's with Simple El Pecador from the Mexicans, and we are featuring Rascas. The song is called No Bueno, and it has a couple of female MCs like Kiddo, Zay, and her sister. So they're of the Brujas crew. So yeah, we decided we wanted to have some models, but we're like, you know what? We don't want just models. We want some dope female MCs that are somebody too. So they're featured in there, and we filmed it in Long Beach, where Simple is from and where he represents. The fucking video's dope. We got the Brujas crew in it. We got Rascast. Rascast completely fucking ripped it. So be on the lookout for that, and we got a bunch of stuff coming up. Go check out my Instagram. You can see what we did at the powwow. We got some live footage of the show. It's coming up. Big Bo, he's editing it. So just tap in with us, man. We got syllables in there. We got I man. So man, it's go to my page. You'll see all the good stuff. Hit me up. I can send you links to mixtapes. I got all that shit on deck. Hit me up, bro. You just never know what to expect with me.
Oh, I forgot. One more thing I wanted to ask you about on your Instagram. That who came up with that whole talk shit, that gangster hotline shit, bro? That was that's the best shit I've ever seen in my life.
I snorted. All I could do was, man, I was drinking my soda right here, dude. You know what, dude? Back in the days, there was some shit called the party line. If you were a sick-minded individual, you'd know what the party line was. Some fucked up shit. Um, I don't know who the fuck made that, dude. But I have a very like sick and dark sense of humor. So I found it and I just put it on there. But that's crazy that you called. Because I like when it said like the dog ninjas
Right,
and the dog. I just think shit like that is funny.
right,
But whoever came up with that is an evil genius.
right. And if they really had guys answering, I'd call every day just to get some shit off my chest. Yeah, they
My
actually
stomach
answered.
hurts.
There's like a message. There's like promoting something, and then they said, "But if you want to talk some shit, bitch, leave a message after the beep, motherfucker." And then it's like beep, so I start talking some shit. I don't
That's
know,
fucking amazing, dude. I'm gonna call right after this.
do it. And see, I can't tell if it's just a fake record, a fake beep, or if there's really a beep. Maybe they are listening. I don't know, but I talked some shit anyway. So do it, call it up, and see what you
Oh my
think.
god, that's
Uh,
that's incredible.
yeah. Hey, well, thank you for putting that on your Instagram, because that dude, I love. That's the type of shit I like too. I like the darker side of humor and shit too. And dude, that shit had me dying. I'm still laughing about it. Like, it's awesome. So
Yeah, because you know what? Like, I'll post a lot of my music and stuff like that, but I don't do a lot of selfies and I don't do a lot of that stuff. When guys are like when they do that stupid shit, I don't do that. But I'll put something. I'll try to make somebody laugh, or I'll put some weird shit. Like I put a thing about my Christmas tree, and if you see the background, you know what I'm talking about. I just like putting weird shit out there.
right. Oh yeah. Well, hey, brother, thank you for being on here, and it's been a pleasure. And yeah, you always got an open platform on here. I'll put all your stuff down in the description there. And thank you, man. It's been a blast and an honor.
Yes, sir. Thank you as well. And I'm looking forward to coming back with some goodies.
Hell yeah. Me too, brother. I can't wait. I can't wait. And I can't wait for that EP. I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait for that shit with Crooked Eye. I can't wait for that No Bueno shit with Sinful. I'm looking forward to this shit. So, pump.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be one. It's gonna be one for the books, man. Trust me.
Woo! Hell yeah. Thank you, brother. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. You too, brother. Thank you.
You're welcome. You too. Peace.